What's up, everybody? Welcome to this week's recap. I just didn't feel like typing, so here we are. Do a quick video. Congratulations once again to DJ's Jammin' Team for this week's high score of 133.84. Not quite as high as last week's, but still more than enough to get the high score and more than enough to secure a win over Bad Juju. I believe that win puts them, let's check the rankings here, in first place. 8 wins, 3 losses. Behind them, we have 3 teams, Lucas, Bad Juju, and Stiff Hawkin Sox, 7 and 4. Chris, Milwaukee Underdog, is at 6 and 5. And then Dan, aka Matt's Worst Nightmare, I see what you did there. Guess who he's playing this week? We have 2 nightmares playing each other. It's after Halloween, but the nightmares keep coming, people. So Dan is in 6th place at 5 and 6. Yours truly is at 5 and 6 as well in 7th, and Eric and YK are also at 5 and 6. So we've got 4 teams at 6, 7, 8, 9. These next few weeks are absolutely critical because the top 6 teams make the playoffs. The top 2 have a first round bye. So we are really going to be, I'm going to be trying to get in that top 6, move up at least one more spot. So that's the rankings. Let's see what else is going on. Again, you can change your team name in the middle of the season because Dan just did, because Matt has been Dan's Worst Nightmare all season long, and now Dan is Matt's Worst Nightmare. This is some real, yeah, I got to make sure my words are correct here. Okay. I just noticed that Stiff Hawkin Sox Brian got only 53.7 points this week. Pretty low score, but I'm pretty sure I had a worse one at some point, maybe only 39. Yeah, so I'm sure Brian will turn it around. All right, let's talk about what happened this week. Congratulations to the 1972 Dolphins. Their record still stands because Josh Allen beat Mahomes in the regular season. He is the only QB to have ever beaten Mahomes 4 times in the regular season. And each week he's looking more and more like this year's MVP. We shall see how all that shakes out. In other news, the Jaguars had their worst loss in team history. They lost 54-6 to the Lions. Guess who their previous worst loss was to? The Lions. Also in 1995, but that one they only lost 44-0. I guess this week they got points on the board. Anyway, the Lions have a rushing touchdown in 24 straight games. That sets an NFL record in all of NFL history. And to make matters even kind of more statistically insane, the Lions outgained Jacksonville by 475 yards. They didn't have 475 yards of offense. They outgained them by 475 yards. The Lions are cruising. Speaking of not cruising, this is this part of the little video here where I will just tell you all I am gutted. My Cowboys are the laughingstock of the league. We're just terrible. We used to be the Browns. The Browns have made some changes, and they're no longer the laughingstock. They're not good, but they're no longer the butt of every joke. That's us now. Let's recap what has happened in just the past week and a half. We lost to the Eagles 34-6. Cooper Rush threw for a grand total of 45 yards. In that game, CeeDee Lamb couldn't catch a pass because the sun was in his eyes. After the game, he said he 1,000% wanted the curtains. After that, Jerry Jones, our wonderful beloved owner, said, "We will never put curtains up for a game." Then they had the Mike Tyson, Jake Paul fight in AT&T Stadium on Friday night at night, and they put up the curtains. Kidding me? 2 days later, Cowboys played Monday Night Football against the Texans. They decided they were going to open the roof. They hadn't done so in 2 years. I don't know why, but they hadn't. Guess what? Part of the thing fell down. The house is literally crumbling. We are just thankful that no one got hurt. There were pieces that were hanging in the rafters. They're just left him up there for the game. Let's just play the game. It'll be fine. Well, of course, we lost to the Texans. I mean, somehow that's not even the craziest part of all this. We lost to the Texans. Then, is this insult to irony? I don't even know. Mike McCarthy had a press conference following the game sometime earlier this week, maybe yesterday, today, I don't know. The sun is shining in his eyes. He can't look at the reporters because the sun is coming and he has to look down. In the press conference. What are we doing? Okay. Here's some more here's some stats. The Cowboys have set a new NFL record for being down 20 points at home for 6 games in a row. Another one. The Saints have scored more touchdowns in Dallas this year than our own team. Last one. The Cowboys have only had the lead for 2 minutes and 15 seconds in all of our home games this season. Every single home game we've played, we've only had the lead for 2 minutes and 15 seconds. We are a joke. I don't know where the upside is in this. Maybe we'll tank. Maybe we will get a draft pick. But guess what? I don't even trust them to pick well. So I don't know where this goes. Anyway, hope you all have a good week. See you next time.